Are you alright, right?
Alright lads. I've got a few words to say myself, but I think we're all eagerly anticipating our guest of honour. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce an esteemed Times journalist, a huge dandy, a really good lad and my great friend. I'm just gonna.
Thank you very much, Alistair. Very much appreciated. Very kind words. Very flattered to hear that. The less that's said about a James Lennox day, the better. I just want to establish that right away. Okay? But no, did a grand job in presenting you there. I've got to say, what a great meal, guys. Let's have a bit of a round of applause for the meal. Fantastic service that we received as well. Not that it took me by surprise.
Are you talking about the 7 out of 10? I actually said 8, yeah. 7's quite harsh.
Well, say what you like, Lee. However, probably the first time I've ever chosen my meal choice by virtue of a fucking Facebook poll. Normally you just sort of tell the waitress what you'd like, but no, that was very impressive. But we're looking forward to Hearts on Saturday. Hey! Should be another big turnout. We had a good clapping day last Saturday. Mr. Road. Hey! Lee, I caught you watching the football there.
Sorry. It's because Gary Coldwell got booked. I had to see what's going on.
Yeah, so we've got a big one coming up against Hearts on Saturday. Of course, brings back pretty painful memories because last time I was at Tynecastle, we were 2-0 down at half time. And Ali, you'll remember this one well. We don't know what happened, it was just a capitulation. Everything went wrong for us on the day. And you decided to go off to the zoo at half time just to watch the monkeys wanking. And then when you got bored of that, you went off to watch the lions, still wanking. So God forbid us being 2-0 down at half time this weekend, now that there's pandas in the zoo. But no, thanks very much. For those of you who I've not actually introduced myself to, I'm a member of the Edinburgh University Aberdeen FC Supporters Club, but I go to Glasgow Caledonian University, so if I can make things any clearer, then I'm going to go and try and have an attempt at doing that just now. Basically, I'm a very good friend of the zoo chugger over here. Always have been, and he's been a very good host of mine anytime I've been to in Edinburgh. And that, to a man, has led to me getting to know, one by one, all of you guys pretty well, with the exception of a few. But we've had some great times through here, and none more so than the AGM we had in March, which was a fantastic night out. I was actually very privileged to get an invite to that. Ali, I kind of had a conversation with him. He, that very night, had been awarded the role of president within the supporters club, which he was delighted about. Who wouldn't be? As Neil can testify. And well, basically, I said to him, "Oh, how good does it feel to be president?" "Oh, magic." I said, "Oh, I'm delighted to be kind of in some way part of this. I'm a bit of a non-official member." And he said, No, Skinner, you're an official member. Only 75% of people within the supporters club have to actually go to Edinburgh Uni. And that was me, official member. That was a steep moment for me. So from that point on, I began to start coming to more and more of the games, and I've met some really great faces, some that I recognise over in that little table there. Cults Academy boys. Hey! So it's good. You're actually huddled in a corner quite nicely there. Did you go to Cults Academy?
No.
For fuck's sake. It's quite good though. David Leonard, Andrew, you wore glasses back at Cults, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I don't know what happened there. Did the guy that writes all the Nestle's adverts decide that you got a bit too old for it? Yeah, Cults was good. Thanks very much for reminding me of my great days at school, because I enjoyed them. Mark Johnson, you do a great job running the fives team. Something I've not been able to enjoy myself. I've never had the privilege of seeing this
Lucky you.
esteemed team take to the local leagues. I believe that it can get very competitive. And that's not just directed at the opposition. I believe there's been eternal little wriggles.
We're going to win the league next year. We're going to win the league next year.
But we'll leave that for later. Not for me anyway. But yeah, since coming down and visiting an Aberdeen supporters club in a different city, you really begin to kind of realise just how passionate things can get here. And I'm just sitting there thinking, oh, you know, because you've just listened to about 41 minutes of this a couple of weeks ago for his dissertation. So no, it's fantastic. And guys like Neil from Series and Ross from Pennycook, who've never actually lived in Aberdeen before, but can still engage with everything that it means to be an Aberdeen fan, and even an Aberdonian. That amazes me. So, round of applause for you.
Woo!
So, yeah, I mean, we've had a good few away trips. Most of them have been around about Edinburgh, as far as I've been involved anyway. I mean, we've got potentially another trip to Easter Road in March. February, should I say. We had a fantastic one just a couple of weeks ago. That's probably my favourite ever memory of an Edinburgh day out, I would have to say. Fantastic memories.
Aye, because we won.
Yes. Which we don't always do at Easter Road. A few boring 0-0 draws there, which were mind-numbing. However, no, it was a great day just because I was able to meet a new bunch of people as well. There were a few faces there that I'd never met before. Guys like Big Duncan Driver, who sorry couldn't make it tonight. But I was kind of having a conversation with him in the Artisan before the game. And he was kind of telling me that he's a bit older than a few of us anyway.
All of us.
Yeah. And his kind of party line was, oh, I can't actually work out if I'm the same age as Gary Naismith, Russell Anderson or Gavin Ray. And I was kind of saying to him, yeah, I've got the same problem, but with Mitch Megginson, Jordan Brown, and no, it's a fine guy. And the more the merrier, really, because the guys have done a great job recruiting more and more members year on year. And I think that's in no small part down to the wonderful looking stall that you put forward at the freshers' play every year. If there's anything that makes me feel ashamed that I don't have anything like that at my own uni, it is certainly the display that you put on year, so well done, lads. But 2012 has been quite a year for us all. Certainly, we've had our highs and our lows. It's been a roller coaster, you could say. Certainly, from an Aberdeen fan's point of view, you'd probably be looking at the cup defeat in April against Hibs as being the low point.
You don't need to mention that.
Well, I mean, I guess as an Edinburgh-based supporters club, Ross being from Pennycook, being surrounded by Hibs fans, I know I'm not really going to make you in any way kind of smile or laugh about this, so I'm just going to move on to the high points. Yeah, all I can say in terms of Aberdeen just now is what an improvement. The first 6 months of this new season have been fantastic. We're looking very hard to beat, we're looking very resilient, and we've actually got some flair players now, players that can actually ping in a cross, players that look like they're going to do something when they get to the byline. Having flair players is something we've not really had since the days of Zero Alley, as far as I can remember. That was some time ago, so no, the flair players are great, and let's be honest about things. If anybody in this supporters club last season, amidst the Chalalis and the Uchechis, even had the audacity to suggest that we were a summon away, merely a summon away, from being able to chant about one of our own making Ronaldo look shy. and with a great degree of purpose, because he actually did it. Then I think there would have been a real case to just get him fucked out of it. But no, it's been quite a year, and it's not just been limited to Aberdeen, because we've had our fair share of fun. Who's got a bird at the moment? That's two. Anyone else? Three.
Is that Ali's not admitting that?
They all.
Oh, it's an Aberdeen night. I don't think anyone's got a bird. What happens tonight stays on tonight.
On a boss, it's Neil. got a boss on the go just now?
Sorry?
You got a boss on the go just now? Who had a bird on the go around about Valentine's Day? Well, unlucky. Valentine's Day this year was fucking brilliant. Because a certain club formerly known as Rangers, it was the beginning of the end for them. And that, ever since that moment, we've had our fair share of giggles, to be fair. As they have basically, day after day, provided us with reason to believe that they are going to be no more. And that still goes on, to be honest. As we were saying earlier, Charles Green looks like the kind of rickety character that might just, in the end, screw them over. Craig White did his best bit, but I think Charles Green could be the man to finally finish off this Sevco business. But even in more recent times, actually, we've seen a club a little bit more local to our own supporters group suffer its share of financial difficulties. And what I would say to that is, if Coca-Cola were to go down, they wouldn't still be putting the diet version on the shelves. I think hearts are a way to meet their due punishment as well. But for just now, I think I should retire. My comeback has lasted about as long as a Peter Pollitt come back from injury. But no, it's been a great pleasure, and we look forward to a great night. It's great to see you all dressed up very smart. We're all taking a great amount of pleasure from wandering around the streets of Edinburgh in an Aberdeen gear. And I guess, memories of that AGM night in March can only trigger this karaoke business, which I believe is going to happen tonight. What I will say is, with karaoke coming, we peppered it with Aberdeen songs. Anyway, I can't remember what the bar was called. What was it called again? Rush. We peppered Rush with Aberdeen songs. They didn't actually all have to fit in with any kind of tune. It was always just an inertial chant of an Aberdeen song. But we'd urge you to sing a couple of normal songs, and I'm going to put myself forward for that. Sing a couple of normal songs first, and then hit the Aberdeen stuff afterwards.
Spice Girls, yeah?
Yes. Oh, that's your choice, Lee. As long as you can go back to your flat and grab your sheet onesie, I think anything's acceptable.
I'm going to wait till the Hearts game is. Have you done it?
No, tonight. Seriously.
It's in the wash after the Hibs game. Not quite ready.
Whatever you've got on tonight is not doing very much for you, so hide it underneath the onesie. But anyway, I'll wish you all the very best for tonight. Don't have a James Lennox Day, dude, that's not going to happen. And stand free, basically.
No, Dan, please. Dan, please is your guy.
Oh, come on. Bye,
Well, I think we all enjoyed that, lads, didn't we? And I think the first toast of tonight, I think needs to go to that magnificent speech. So I'd like to propose the first toast. Andrew Skinner. I'd like to take this opportunity to formally thank the lads that came along to the Society's Fair in September. I think Skinner mentioned it there, our stall was looking fantastic, and the health of our society really depends on recruiting new members. So it gives me great pleasure to see Ewan Mickey here tonight, who's one of our solid new members. Duncan Drever did make his apologies tonight, but the second toast of this evening I'd like to make to our new member, and in particular to Ewan Mickey for his birthday on Saturday. But there's a few of us, unfortunately, in our last year unions now, myself included. But I think it gives us comfort that our society not only looks after its new members, but its old members as well. And in particular, it's great to see Ian Leslie here tonight. Ian, for those of you who didn't know, left uni the year before I joined. And so I'd like to propose the next toast to our board members, and in particular the stalwart, Ian Leslie. Now, there's a few lads who help me out in the day-to-day running of society. But before you go into them, I'd like to just mention President Gardner, who, for those of you who don't know, Neil was the president last year. Now, when we took over 18 months ago with Neil at the helm, I think we would have been absolutely delighted to think that 18 months down the line we'd be having a Christmas night out with 21 lads attending. Not only that, but with lads regularly attending games in good numbers, having a relatively successful fives team, and having the communication that we do on a regular basis on Facebook. So I think it's important that we thank Neil for that properly. And the tie that he's wearing tonight was actually bought at the club fund in recognition of the work he's done. So the next toast I'd like to propose to Neil Gardner. Now, Mark was given the duty of being Fives captain, and I must thank him for the work he does in arranging the team each week. And Ross is our Captain 93 liaison officer and stadium display coordinator. He's done a fantastic job. So I'd also like to propose a toast to past, current and future committee members. To the committee members. I think you're getting the theme of my speech. Well, I told you to get all a new pint for a start. Right, okay. Right, we've done the cunts here and now onto the cunts in the park. My aim was to kind of canvass the opinion of a few during the meal for this part of the speech, but a few of these saw to me forgetting about that. But I'm hoping my choices aren't going to be too controversial. I'd like to propose the next toast to Aberdeen Football Club's young player of the season so far, Ryan Fraser. And in similar fashion, Aberdeen Football Club's player of the season so far,
Niall McGinn.
Niall McGinn. Right, we've done you lot, we've done the players, the management team. Now, I think it would be fair to say not every man in this room agrees with Craig Brown's tactics every single time. But I think Craig and Archie are an inspiration to all of us. And seeing as the combined age of our... See, I've had enough of your...
It was him that said that.
Right, seeing as the combined age of Craig, Archie and Jockey Scott is something like 367, I think the next toast we should propose is to the continued health and success of the Prodigy management team. Craig and Archie. Right, that just leaves me with one more thing to say. It's been an absolute honour and a privilege to lead Edinburgh University's finest society for the last few months, and I look forward to continuing to do so. To a man, you're all a great bunch of lads, you get along with every single one of you, and I'm very much looking forward to the Hearts game of the weekend. The final toast I'd like to propose is to the Edinburgh Uni Dons. Right, that just leaves me with two things more. First of all, I wish you all a very, very happy Christmas, wherever you're going to be. Second of all, let's get pitched.